What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got some really quick duels for you guys to check out. I swear to goodness, man, super polymerization to 3 is like one of the biggest things in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. I feel like this card is just so incredibly good. If you are going second, there's a reason why you're seeing a lot of these decks that don't have a lot of extra deck cards like Magical Musketeer and Witchcrafter in. Yeah, you know, a lot of them admittedly are not like high tier decks, but while you're seeing so many decks in Yu-Gi-Oh right now play Super Poly, because if you're playing against a combo deck and you're going second, the card is just absolutely unbelievable. You know it's going to be live against Pendulums or Crusadia, whether your opponent is playing some type of Guard Dragon cheese or not. Chances are they're going to do something where they're going to put monsters on board for you to Super Poly, but I don't think I've seen a Super Poly play quite like this one. This was actually quite ridiculous. So you can see he's starting off with some of the Guard Dragon, well, really the Crusadia plays. Interesting to see some Blue Eyes cards like Alternative Dragon actually being played here. He is going to get at least one negation. I feel like he kind of screwed this up though. Generally, if you are playing like these Crusadia builds, whether or not you're playing stuff like the Kyoto Waterfront, you should be able to get at least a minimum of a couple, like maybe 3 disruptions, because High Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, you just naturally make that. And then the Heraldic Link is the same thing. He also doesn't take a card out of his opponent's hand, instead brings back the Crusadia Draco, which doesn't really do anything for his play, so I didn't really quite understand that. And this board, while it looks really pretty, it's almost like he was counting with this hand. I mean, seriously, look at this. 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, it kind of looked like this is like an episode of like Sesame Street or something, like he's counting, and he's definitely going to get punished for it. So you can see he has super polymerization, and that's exactly what he's going to throw out. He's basically going to use his entire board, which is insane. He makes 5-headed dragon turn 1. I mean, this is the reason I guess that I'm losing my duels when I'm playing super poly, is because I'm not playing 5-headed dragon. I never even thought about this. This is actually 200 IQ, and basically the duel is over just kind of off of that. He doesn't make well, he could easily go into like Magical Musketeer Max. He decides not to go for that. I think that I probably would have before attacking, just to get like a Magical Musketeer Speller Trap. I feel like that would have probably been the better play, but he does get Cross Domination, and it's all good because he has a 5,000 attack monster. I feel like just getting the Cross Domination instead of, you know, relying on hard drawing it, it just would have been like a safe play. Your opponent did only have like 2 cards, but still, you don't know what those 2 cards can be. Very unlikely they'd be able to pop off with only 1/3 of their extra deck left, but you know, better safe than sorry. 5-headed dragon actually being used without Future Fusion. I mean, go figure, I guess. Anyways, second duel is going to be Marincess versus Salamangreat. Salamangreat, the first kind of week of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, not very impressive, although we haven't really seen any big regionals. Obviously, there's a YCS coming up, but I don't know, man. Salamangreat feel like they are definitely hurting. Granted, this was not a very good opening hand. For Salamangreat, well, I mean, I guess you can say it is because you open with Ladybug. It's just that it got impermanence, and yeah, Called by the Grave don't do nothing against impermanence. One of the reasons why the card is so popular. That's why I run Gamma in so many of my decks. People on my live stream always tell me, Cat, why run Gamma? I'm like, dude, it's so powerful. Anyways, you can see Marincess have Pot of Desires, have Signet Mining. That is going to get the Ash Blossom, and Pot of Desire is going to be that follow-up. Playing Marincess Sea-Star, I don't like this card, but honestly, it's better than nothing. Plus, Marincess can kind of combo with like 1 card, so it's fine. Going to attack over the copy of Balinx, which maybe the Salamangreat Sanctuary should have been played. That way, there would have been a reincarnation. The Balinx still would have been on field, so that was probably a mistake by the Salamangreat player. Anyways, just going to pass after putting the Sea-Star back in hand. No attacks and no link summoning. Now another Signet Mining is coming down. Blue Tang is going to be met by the effect failure. That's going to be hit with the Called by the Grave. Still has impermanence. Opts not to actually use it. Instead, going for the link 2. Okay, fair enough. This is where Marincess can kind of start making advantage because they can recover so many cards. I really like this play. So the opponent used the impermanence on the Coral and Amon. and that's fine. It's just, you know, you can actually chain your Marincess Wave. This is your impermanence, and even though the copy of Falco obviously is not a threat using its monster effect, what it does is, or the reason that it's being used here is for the protection. If you use it for the protection, now you can actually go 1-for-1 with the impermanence, but you're pushing your effect through. So that was actually pretty smart. And then you can start kind of making advantage, getting the Link 1, which gets you your field spell, and start kind of trying to do things there. Going into the Link 4, probably going to equip a lot of monsters, attack, summon one of the monsters that is equipped. That monster can also attack, and then get the Marincess Wave back to your hand just as a defensive option. Not sure about Red Resonator. That seems a little troll. Salamangreats, but it didn't even matter. Even if that was like Salamangreat Circle, or if that was Signet Mining, it would have gotten Ash Blossomed either way. But yeah, Salamangreats opened with a card that looked really good, but man, it shows you like the main or the big difference between having 3 Circle and Gazelle and just having 1 of each. Like hard drawing Gazelle, something that really doesn't happen all that much. I think that this engine is just troll. I feel like if you're going to run non-Salamangreats and it's not going to be Lady the Bug or you know, Flame Buffalo, I feel like you have to run just a bunch of like level 3s, things like Backup Secretary, to try to get Stalyo out as quick as possible. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed those quick duels. If you did, give a video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.